making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hi, it's Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. As you heard from the jingle, today is Things We're Making Thursday, and it's a collab that we're doing. The jingle does a really nice job of explaining it. The jingle was created by Jess from J-Hook Magic and her husband. And basically we are picking a free pattern at the beginning of the month. We are showing our progress with that pattern every Thursday of the month. And then the last Thursday of the month, we show our finished project along with revealing the next pattern. So this month, our pattern was, I'm sorry, I thought I had it right here, a Raffia bucket hat, Raffia crochet bucket hat. And for me, it worked up pretty quickly. So the very first week, I made it with this white Raffia yarn. And it turned out really floppy. I was calling it like the Little Miss Muffet hat because it had like waves around the brim. So I decided the next week, I had bought two different kinds of Raffia yarn. I bought both of these at the beginning of the month thinking I would make one hat with each. But since it was so flimsy, I decided the second week to try it double-stranded. So I took both of them and, sorry, let me take this off, did it double-stranded, and this is nice and thick, and I actually like the way it covers. I like the way it fits. It's really nice. Now the pattern for me ended up being too small for my head. I don't know if it's the way I crochet or if it was the type of yarn that I was using. Crystal from Hook That Yarn had spoken about a way to make the measurements perfect. I explained it last week in my video. So either if you want to know how to size a bucket hat perfectly for you, either go check her video out or you can check out my video from last week where I explained the technique that she used. But I used her technique and this is a really nice fit. So I still had some Raffia yarn left over. So the third week, sorry, I decided to do it striped. And this is not doubled up. I just did one of the white, one of the brown, one of the white. And I'm really happy with how this fits and how this turned out as well. And I didn't put as much of a flare on it, which is why I think that it's not like crinkly. The other thing I did block it. The pattern tells you to block it. So I blocked the very first one, and I think that was a mistake. I don't think it was a good idea for me to block it. I don't know if it's this particular type of Raffia yarn or what, but it didn't hold its shape once I blocked it, which I think it's supposed to be the opposite. It's supposed to not hold its shape, and then the blocking makes it hold its shape. But I guess I'm weird. So why not have weird things happen? So then this week is the fourth week and I made two. First, I had a very thin fingering weight cotton that I wanted to make a hat out of. And so this is the bucket hat pattern. And I used the pattern. It looks a lot like a cloak hat, I guess is what they call it. It kind of rolls up on its own, and I like it like that because all the way down it looks a little bit weird. Maybe not too weird, but I don't know. I just thought it looked better rolled up. So there's that. And I had a surprise for this week. This hat was not the surprise. Was a surprise to me because I didn't know I was going to make it, but I ended up getting some yarn that I wanted to use, and so I made that one. But Diana from Diana Yarn and Diamond Crafts, she was making the Raffia hats with a really beautiful purple Raffia yarn, but it was hurting her hands, and so she said she wasn't going to be able to finish it. And then she asked if anybody wanted the yarn, and I said, yes, I would love it. I have an idea for it. So she sent me her beautiful purple yarn, and I made a raffia hat with it. I'm going to put it on to show you. I made the brim a little bit wider, but I didn't make this for me. I made this and I'm going to ship it back to her. I'm actually pre-recording this on Monday, and I'm hoping she'll get it by Thursday, fingers crossed. I'm going to ship it in the mail tomorrow. So we'll see if she gets it tomorrow or gets it before Thursday. But I thought if it was hurting her hands too much for her to make one, I thought that I would make one for her. So this hat, I have it on now, but it's going to go to her. I made the brim a little bit wider because I know that she lives in Florida, and she was saying that she was going to be outside for band camp, and I thought this would be nice to cover her face a little bit more and her ears and maybe even the back of her neck. So I made the brim a little bit bigger on purpose for that reason. So this is going to be shipped out to Diana tomorrow, and fingers crossed she'll get it by Thursday. I was actually hoping to get it a little bit earlier so we wouldn't have to cut it so close. But Diana, if you haven't received it yet, here's your surprise for you. I wanted the yarn so that I could make one for you so that you could have one of the hats yourself. So now it's time to reveal the pattern for next month. And next month we are going to be doing, it's a free pattern and I'll have it linked down below. It's called the Bernat Lacy Crochet Shawl. And that's how it looks. It calls for Bernat Super Value Big Stripes, 5-ounce balls, 4 balls, warm patina, I think is the name of the color. That's a really, really gorgeous colorway. But I decided to go stash diving just because I had some yarn here, and I was trying to remember because I don't believe I bought this yarn. This may have been a gift from my mother-in-law. I'm trying to remember where I got it. But I'm going to use the Karen Jumbo. This colorway is called Gravel, which I don't know if that sounds so great. I'm making a gravel shawl, but it will be more than enough yardage. I have 2 of these. One of these would not be enough, at least according to the pattern, yardage wise, but 2 of them will, and I do have 2 of these in the same colorway, and they were given to me. I think whoever gave them to me, thank you. I'm really thinking it was my mother-in-law that gave them to me. It calls for a 4 medium weight in the pattern. Says it up there. And this is, oh, I just had it. 4 medium weight. So this pattern though, I could see being really gorgeous with a thinner yarn though too. But I didn't want, I happen to have this, and that's why I'm using it. And I also didn't want to mess with the sizing because I'm also, you know, I'm not skinny. So if I do something that's going to make the shawl smaller, that's not going to do me any favors. I probably wouldn't be able to wear it. So anyway, if you would like to join us, there's different ways you could join us through our Facebook page. We have over 200 members, and you can go in there. We always share and talk about all of our Yarny projects, and we talk about the Things We're Making Thursday project, and we share pictures, and it's just a really wonderful community. So please feel free to go over and become part of the Things We're Making Thursday Facebook page. I have it linked in the description below. And you can, if you're a content creator and you would like to do videos, let me know and we'll hook you up with the email list for the content creators, as well as all the information you need. We'll give you the theme song and a link to everybody, or a list of everybody who is participating, so that you can put that in your description. If you want to send any of the content creators pictures, we'd be happy to put them in our videos. At the end of the month, I do a video slideshow with everybody who sends me pictures or post pictures on the Facebook page. So that's another way that you can get your items shown if you don't have a page where you post content. I thank you for watching today. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.